This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the day. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, BTC. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily chart. Let me see if I can bigger up a little bit here for you. Okay, now the Fed came out today and they cut rates a quarter of a point. I think it's completely ridiculous. They got their speech going right on now, and we got to see exactly. They're talking about like two more cuts. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. You still have very, very high inflation, and this is just going to encourage it even more. I'm not in agreement with this. However, I don't make that decision. Now, Bitcoin is coming off here, same way with a lot of the old commodities are coming right on off here, like crude oil. That's usually what will happen. I'm not really sure a lot of times because we always remember one thing. It's not the information or news that matters. It's the reaction to it that does. Okay, so we got a sell-off going today. That doesn't mean it's going to close at a sell-off, and tomorrow could be a huge rally. Let's just wait and see. Okay, now you can see here what we do is we put it high in on the old Bitcoin here, 108,475, and then we topped that with 108,960. Okay, so I was looking for 110. We didn't quite get there as of yet. Okay, but today we put a big ass red candle in here, and what we're looking at here for support is today's low. We got as low as 103,325. This is what we're looking at for support at 103,670. Okay, on a closing basis. Okay, so right now it is 104,080. So we're looking actually here pretty good. Now, again, if this is lost, what we're going to be looking for is right here. Okay, this is this 8 SMA here, 102.96. That's going to be very, very key. But if you look at today's low here, you can just figure. Okay, so we had this low right here at 103.670. We had the top of this candle here, 103.25 here, and then we have the top of here at 102.90. So if you just bring this line right across here, you're pretty much holding that support level here as of right now. Okay, but again, if this area is lost, then you're going to come right down here to this 102.89 level. Now, again, if that's lost here, what we're going to do is we're coming here to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 99,620, and then we're going to head for this 21-day at 98,905. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking for buying opportunities here, okay? Now, if you look at this whole chart pattern here, see how it came right on down, but you held that 21-day, held the 21-day, held the 21-day, and then you're back above the 8. So if this 8 can hold, we're in really good shape. If not, then we just look for this 21-day here. But for me, I'm looking at buying opportunity here to go into next year, take this bad boy long. Plus, I trade it. I just trade that IBIT. That seems to be working out really well. Okay, now what we're going to do here on the upside is we're going to be looking over the top of this candle right here. This is going to be key. This is a 105,325, and then we can come over here to yesterday's low. You're looking at 106. Flat, and then we'll look here to today's high. You're looking at 106,960, and then we can just work yourself right on up there. You got 108,475, and then 108,960. You crack that, you go into that 110 level there, and then keep working yourself up here. But right now, don't get too excited here. Again, you know, if this was if it rallied, you want to jump on it. Okay, if it pulling back like it is now, look for a buying opportunity here to buy this, because I think Bitcoin here is going to be, I'm sold on it, you know, and I never was, but I'm sold on this here now after I've done all my research here. So again, just watch that 8-day, very, very key, and then watch that 21-day. Let's just look for a buying opportunity. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natty gas. Okay, here we have crude oil. I can see, look at those sticky up here. Okay, so he's coming down with all the rest of the commodities here. But the dollar is rallying up very, very strong there today. You're up at 107.89. But crude oil is, which is bringing actually oil down here. Okay, so what we had here is we had a nice high of 70.80. I took my my long off UCO. I just use stops on that because, and then I'm basically in the SCO. I'm short, and then I just squeeze in the long because this time of the year, you got to do it like a two-rate trade, and I just use that short there like for a hedge. Okay, so now we're stuck right here between this 8-day. Let's see where that 8-day is. Okay, 69.81 on the bottom, and then we're looking at 69.98 on the top. So we're sitting right in between. Again, as that 8-day crosses up, something's going to give. It's going to pop up, or she's going to come right on down. Okay. So downside first, let's take a look at that. 69.81, very, very key. And then 69.31, that's your 21-day. That's going to be key. And then we look at yesterday's low. You're looking down here at 68. 81 level here. And then we just follow the candles all the way down until we get to this 66.98 here. But right now we're just kind of stuck right in the middle here with old topping tail sticky here. Okay. Now upside here, if you can crack that 50-day at 69.98, then what we'll do is we'll look here to the bottom of this candle here first. You're looking at 70.37, and then we look to yesterday's high. You're looking at 70.54, and then we just work yourself right on up here. You get 70.72, and then we look at today's high. Okay, we're looking at 70.80, and then your big target here is going to be two things: 71.41, and then that price channel at 71.51, which is basically just the top of that candle. Okay, so right now, just give this time. To me, I'm just trading it, especially in this time frame. I don't have really a whole lot of confidence that it's going to go long, and break out for what reason at this time of the year. I don't really see it unless you have some major disruption. The wars look like they're all calm, especially after the election came in. Look like the wars are all settling out there now. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. And there's a big difference when you have an actual leader. Okay. Now let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Well, we had a nice double top situation, came right down. But this 21-day, look how nice that's holding here. Okay, so you sold right down there today, but where did it go? Okay, see, this is why you trade the charts. Went right to that 8 SMA. Now we have what we call an indecision candle. Okay, it's because we don't know if we're going to go up, we want to go down, so it's kind of an indecision. So what we want to watch here is we want to watch, obviously, yesterday's highs at that 3.19. But this is the level that we're looking here for on a closing basis, 3.04. And obviously, we closed here just a hair below it. And then we'll look at today's high. Okay, so look at 3.44. And then we'll come up to the top of this candle here at 3.48. And then we have 3.52 and then 3.56. You crack that, you're going to 3.64 and then 3.86, which is your 200-day on your weekly chart here that I showed there at midday trading. Now on the downside here, everything is going to be this 8 and this 21, okay? So this is what you're looking at, 3.30, and then you're looking right here at this 3.24. Now again, when we had the contract roll, it's not going to be like we had last time where you gap it up. This will be a gap down situation because if you were in a January contract, when you go into February, that's lower, March is lower. Until you start getting into the springtime, then the contract starts picking up again. So always remember that. So when you see this all open up and it's way down here, that's a lot of time that's just the contract roll situation going on. Okay, so bottom line, watch that 8-day. That's going to be your key support level. And same at this 21-day. You close below it, then we just follow the candles right down. 3.14, we look at yesterday's low, 3.09, and follow it all the way down until we get down to the 50-day, okay? Very simple. Upside here, you just really want to watch that 3.40 level and then watch today's high. So when those futures open, watch today's high at that 344 and that low at 3.31. That's what you're trading against, okay? So if it comes down lower, then we watch that 8-day to 21-day, and then we can take it down lower. If it cracks above that, then we follow the candles till we hit that 3.56. Stay with the old Crude ski. When the futures open at 6 p.m. tonight, just watch today's high, just today's a low kind of a situation. But it looks like a sideways action, and then just factor in the 50-day to 21-day and that 8 simple moving average. Okay, I'll be back here tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Remember, on Thursday, we have the EIA report there for natural gas. And a lot of times, that's going to be a market mover. Now, the weather has been really drastically cold. We had a big draw last week, so I say you can make some real quick money there at about 10:30 in the morning. Boom, 1, 2, 3, and then she can just rip up higher, or she can rip down lower. But that's where you make your money real quick, like at that 10:30 mark. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, as I say, and trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.